is it's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. From the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. This time Jackson will throw it. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. Then he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 27 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 23. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. They'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On third down, here's Dobbins. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on third down.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long third and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Here's Jackson to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee, as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 16. They go play action. Mayfield. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang, but it's second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
3rd and 11.
Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser, headed for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who could run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the second round? That's what I call a steal.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, just like last play.
10 at the 39-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score, Ravens 7, Browns nothing.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins, and he's taken down inside the 30. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now it's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson, and he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster, 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Following the interception, Mayfield, and it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Up 2nd and 1 at the Ravens' 28-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Forced out to his left. Throwing right, and that's complete. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And down inside the 15 he goes. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
From the red zone now, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like 2 well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and it's third down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
On third down, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Complete.
Nick Chubb, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things...
He rifles one that's intercepted.
You know they pay me extra for this.
Picked off around the 37. Then he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Intercepted.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Mayfield. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Cleveland.
Mayfield to throw it. And this will be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw, Mayfield. Flush to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Now this time he'll look to throw. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
45-yard line.
Jackson will throw again. Eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
On third down, Jackson. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
Another Baltimore Raven. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. His throw caught right around the 6. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Myers able to knock it through. And the Ravens strike first at 3 zip. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. That'll bring up second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Mayfield. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29. A gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line.
To Odell Beckham Jr.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
Check. Lucky. Point it right.
And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 43-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Throwing, Mayfield. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. First down, Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And the Browns' first down.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Cleveland.
They'll give it to Chubb. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
2nd and goal. At the 7.
Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And once again, the Browns are back in front. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And a throw there going to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. And again, it's Mayfield. It's caught over the middle, Hooper. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a gain of 11, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Steps away to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Chuck Clark able to drop him for a loss of a couple. To try again after the sack. Mayfield has got Hooper on the short connection. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Browns on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Mayfield looks to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A first down throw for Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield.
Mayfield's pass.
7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Ravens.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. His throw incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Third and short yardage. Mayfield. This is Johnson. He's got it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Browns 21.
McCann's got it teed up. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson, and he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
At the 48-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Their own 10-yard line.
No, I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. He changed name, I like your respect. Give them more than when I get expected up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant and said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Following the interception, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Odell Beckham Jr. And all touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, an even 90 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. J.K. Dobbins, the one he was looking for, but it's going to be second down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield.
Jackson's pass.
It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
To throw again is Jackson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And Jackson throwing once more. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Not much there, only a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Browns' 47-yard line.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Over the middle here to Brown. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Ravens get a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. I know he ain't got it.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
536. 536. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Regular.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Riley Harrison.
Jackson's pass intercepted by the Browns. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Marr now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Ravens 16.
McCann's got it teed up. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And got his man complete. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course,
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And nothing but daylight ahead. 20.
What a play.
And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Today's final score.
So they tried to tack on two more. Wouldn't have mattered as far as who won and who lost, but that's how this one ends.
felt like cosmetics, didn't it? Just put another 2 points on the board, make the score look a little bit better. Maybe they wanted to run a 2-point conversion just to see what they had. Who knows? But it just wasn't necessary.
So for the Browns, the win is number 9 for them on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.